Verifying that everything coming through on Twitch alright? Verifying that everything's coming through on Twitch alright? Okay, so starting my next playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, Realm Reborn. Let's see. I can't actually remember what last I was doing. Posting hiring notices apparently. And I needed to report back to the Waking Sands because I defeated Ifrit. So let's run up here quick. Do that. Just finish putting up these stupid hiring notices. Can kill some Vandalous Imps too while I'm at it. Yeah, so having a reasonable amount of fun with the new patch on my main character. The Void Arc's pretty fun, but I got my drop the first run that I did. Pair of aiming pants. So that was pretty happy. Also spent a little bit of time in the Diadem, which is the new open, well, semi-open world. It's kind of weird. It's a shared instance. And that's pretty fun, though it can get kind of tiring. Because it's basically just run around and kill things that have an awful lot of hit points. The new Beast Tribe quests are interesting. I'm enjoying them quite a bit. Though only being able to do 3 quests a day kind of sucks a little bit. I wish I could do 6. The other Beast Tribes, as you unlock higher level quests, new NPCs give you quests to do. So, you can rank up with them pretty fast. Now, admittedly, the Vanu Vanu Beast Tribe, each of the quests gives you 50 reputation points. So there's that. But it's still... So I guess I should just be happy. It's less work for more stuff. So posting another one of these hiring notices. There was another destination over there, so maybe I could post this in the wrong place? Maybe I did? Or maybe they just didn't put it up properly so that it's not showing me prime location in all locations, that one of them's just destination? I don't know. Okay, so I posted your things, and he's punching the air. Sure, I'll deliver your hiring notices to people. Well, if you want something to do, here you go. He's trying to build an inn because a new vein of mithril, I think, was found nearby. So he wants to build an inn so various miners can stay. Kinda sucks that you have to bring your own tools, though. I suppose in the long run he'd probably be happy to have somebody handling the other aspects of running an inn, like food stores. Yes, we have work, but unfortunately it's for carpenters. Oh. A multi-talented fellow. I mean, of course, as an adventurer I can pick up both carpentry and mining. But then again, adventurers are weird. Harden my... I guess he's been having some problems with priests bothering him. Seems reasonable. Well, I hope there's truth to it, otherwise there are going to be a lot of disappointed people. Yes, I have handed out your hiring notices. A fine use of a primal slayer. I don't know, some of them are carpenters. Nah. Not an improvement, so I'll just take the money. Another task that needs to be done. Why do you need me to get your cloud marble for you? Alright, sprites it is. So let's see. Gotta go down here to get the cloud marble. Even though I found it in a pool just a little bit south of here, so maybe that would be an easier approach to getting it. It's used for gravestones. Huh, plenty of use for it. That's kind of morbid when you think about it. These guys are oblivious. I mean, they're zombies, so I guess it makes some sense that they're oblivious, but... And I'm not really complaining about them being oblivious. I mean, I'm higher level, which means that they're less likely to come after me. Heck, I'm 3 levels short of them not caring about me at all, actually. So that kind of explains why they're so oblivious. They just don't want to pick a fight with me. Slabs of cloud marble obtained. And I'm just gonna ignore the rest of you, because I don't need to fight you. What I need to kill now are earth sprites. So where are these earth sprites? I see them around all over the place when I don't actually need to kill them. Tukos are not earth sprites. Maybe somebody else killed them. Oh, duh. I keep forgetting that they actually show up on your map. Ah, it wants me to go a little bit to the east. Which makes sense, because there's a way up to the shroud up there. Alright, second earth sprite. And then down to the south to hit Drybone and tell this merchant that the roads are now safe from the non-aggro earth spirits. I mean, I understand needing to cull the imps, but the earth sprites aren't aggro, so I don't know why they were attacking the merchant. Maybe he was just lazy and using them as an excuse. You'd think that would be a pretty thin excuse, though. Hello. Oh, and I can't actually buy, whatever, a lance. And our cat just brought us toilet paper. Because he brings us things sometimes. And I don't know why. There's no explanation for this. So I'm gonna catch the Chocobo Keep just real quick up to the north to turn in this other quest. Yeah, so on my YouTube channel, which is Cyrus A Twitch, I have actually I need to link to that in my channel information here on Twitch. But on my YouTube channel, well, actually no. I actually have the Void Ark stuff up here on Twitch, and the first set of Gundu quests, the Vanu Vanu Beast Tribe quests, and on YouTube, I also uploaded blind, commentless playthroughs of St. Moikin's Arboretum and Pharaoh Series Hard Mode, which are the new dungeons. So those of you who are watching because you've never played Final Fantasy XIV and who are just interested in seeing the story as I perceive it, it probably won't be that interesting to you, but anybody who's interested in seeing like gameplay and current stuff, like the higher level stuff, then I strongly recommend you check it out. I wasn't playing Black Mage perfectly, because when you don't know the fights at all, it can be pretty challenging, but still, if you want to check it out, particularly in Pharaoh's Serious Hard mode. There's an old Final Fantasy villain makes a comeback, so that was pretty interesting. Yes, I got the Clark Marble samples that you wanted. Oh, do you think it was actually Cloud Marble that people were seeing and not Mithril? Yeah, that's pretty worrisome. Huh. The bazaar was on the way to Alamigo. I kind of thought that Alamigo was in the south, considering that's where Little Alamigo is. That seems like a rather complicated plan. Sounds like there's some love held in abeyance here. So this is definitely an improvement. Not a huge one, but still an improvement. So let's put this on over my Ring of Fortitude. Okay, so Waking Sands. As I mentioned before, the shortcut through Limsa is great for getting to the Waking Sands without having to walk there from Horizon. Particularly irritating when you don't have a chocobo. You can actually catch a chocobo from Horizon, but it's much faster to just teleport there. Yes. And over here, up the step, or down the steps, to the Waking Sands. What does Tataru have to say, actually? Yeah, she's the accountant for the Scions, as well as the secretary and general morale booster. Please show me to Minfilia. Nice wrist guards. Oh, don't treat yourself too hard. These things sometimes happen in the adventurer business. Poor Thancred. It's good to see you as well. I doubt that's not the only thing you were doing. You were also engaging in a bit of a pity party. Indeed. We have found what was causing the disappearances and the stealing of crystals, and we downed the primal. That's ill news. Yes, please do. Ah, so that does explain the crystal robbery. Hmm. So prayer, essentially. So ether to sustain them, and prayer to make them stronger. Well, it sounded like it was because, indeed, that Heidelin protects us. Yes, it could have gone a lot more poorly than it did. Well, I have hardly a moment to myself as it is, given the random quests that random people send me on and my odd desire to do everything that people ask of me. That's pretty terrible. Oh, this is a cheery world. Ah, so now for this moment of respite. I don't like the sound of that. Uh, please not screaming fangirls. Okay, not screaming fangirls. Those sort of gushing. Huh. So, sort of like fans. That's kind of uncomfortable. Perhaps they have spies in each other's grand companies? Oh? No, it's Sataru's fault. Hmm. Prosperity, huh? She hardly knows me. I've met her like once or twice. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. That seems like a dangerous commitment to take on. Well, that is a little bit of relief. Hmm. Surely you can wait that long. Oh, the flames is a flatterer. It's interesting that they basically wear identical uniforms with different colors. I mean, the details are a little different, but they're very similar. Hmm. But surely the Scions would defend me as well. Well, if you put it that way. I guess this is a sort of respite. Very well then. Sort of curious what the other scions might say. Indeed, the help was useful. Aha. Oh. This is that merchant that I met before. Was he screening me for the scions even that time? Huh. Right. There are actually some stories, I think still available online, which talk about personal remembrances of what happened. They remember it each year in game as the Rising. Hello, Tataru. Well, it seems I have no choice. Very well, then. Presumably Nanamo. Oh. That's interesting. Well. Yeah, the way that this is showing, it looks like I could choose whichever way I wanted to go. I should actually equip these wristbands quick before I forget. Let's see, the Miketo Amphitheater, which thankfully I believe that I registered, yep, when I was doing the Halloween quest earlier. Okay, here we go, the destination.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity, we must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For all
forest.
the elementals!
Yeah, there's gonna be quite a few cutscenes before I get to play more game.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no.
Well, we've seen each other
And
before.
my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
You sound like an asshole. Which is an admirable way of living. That's a depressing thought. So are you saying that I should join the Order of the Twin Adder? But all of the companies have their own problems. Next to Ul'dah. And to the Royal Promenade. I'm already leaning in the direction of actually going with the flames, partially because I started in Ul'dah, even though most of them are assholes, but because I like the costume actually, the caster costume.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanima herself!
And Reborn as well.
Oh god, the crowd is... the voice acting is just terrible.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Hurrah! Raen!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Ja, for Uldar!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raubon? People of Uldar, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Well, a far more stirring speech than the
Forsooth.
seats.
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
I have indeed. That's a nasty thought. I'm not that experienced. And off to Limsa. Oh, other side. Oh, I did leave her to last.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Ha yeah, ah, ha yeah, ha!
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Ouch.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
You can hardly be surprised at this point. And Alice says nothing. It doesn't seem like it's something that can be dealt with once and for all. I don't think the sea is for me, however. Oh, the link pearl. Yes, you would. That's assuming that I've made my decision. How about none of the above? None of the above work? Well, the thing is, you know, in out-of-game meta, I know that if I chose none of the above, I would not be getting a chocobo. And adventurers have priorities. I want my bloody chocobo. Oh, actually, let's talk to Tata real quick. I should hope it remains attached to my body. I would prefer that to the alternative. They're saying the same thing, so let's talk to Menphilia. Ah, they were interesting, but they went a bit slow. But there are a bunch more of me. There's, like, tons of people who have the Echo and, you know, can do all of this stuff on this very server. Huh, the quicksand.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
She's got a point.
As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
After all, there are a bunch of things that need to be handled right now.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Yay, level 25! So, I guess I'm talking to the Flames officer. They did indeed. Yes, I will. Alrighty then. Okay. So, off to Lulda then. I'm here to enlist. A crisis already. Who would have thought? Of course they do. Horizon it is. So down to the south. Still no chocobo. Oh, maybe I chose the wrong teleport location. Oh, I guess not really. Oh! Well, there's the airship I was supposed to be looking for. Oh! And here's the crewman. I'm here to help. Garleans. Oops. I'm not sure I trust you to go moving around after that. And thankfully, those Garleans seem pretty oblivious. Yes, a Garlean spy snuck up next to you, seemed nervous at the presence of the Garleans. I got here first! They think us savages, huh? Uh-oh. That's kind of rude. Yeah, I think I would have probably run off the airship if I noticed a hostile force coming in my direction. Can't be any worse than getting caught on the airship. So Garland wasn't responsible for it after all. Kind of surprised that they're engaging in operations so close to Ul'dah. Yes, sir. I guess we have a cheering squad. So it looks like one mage, a couple of archers. Though I'm not sure how accurate that is when we actually get into the battle. Okay, that's definitely a mage. And those are definitely, so pretty accurate then. That's that. Oh, is casting healing spells. I don't like that at all. You should stop. He started casting again. There we go. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh! Stop healing yourself and just die. There we go. Oh no. Well, really, the thaumaturge should not have been face-tanking the Magitech armor. Didn't he see what I was doing, healthily at the edge of the fight, as opposed to in the middle of it? Oh, where are you going? Stop that. That is really irritating. Oh, and now I'm face-tanking the Magitech. Let's move out of the way then. Oh god, will you stop? Well, that wasn't fair. But there we go. I have to say, the Gladiator did a pretty good job of holding aggro. Bigson Wedge! Hopefully not to get shot down again. Ah. How did they bring it down, though? You're quite welcome. So let's go back to Ul'dah. Oh, and I'm actually level 25 now, so as soon as I'm finished with this, I can start the next thaumaturge quest. That's a nice effect on that axe. Hello. Thank you. Excellent to hear. Please do. So I could get another coral ring, which seems to be the best of the possible options. Hopefully it's not too complicated. He has yellow eyes. I suppose, given that I have glowing eyes, it's not for me to complain. Just a private? Wow. Standing ovation. Minfilia? Wow, she gets news fast. Can't you tell me? Oh, I guess you want me to meet some people. Come on, baby, light my fire. Alright. Oh, I could get a chocobo. Yeah, I'll totally meet those friends of yours, Minfilia, as soon as I get myself a chocobo. So the biggest problem is that I need company seals in order to do this. So I can get company seals a few different ways. By supply and provisioning missions, which I have to be a crafter or gatherer to actually do. So I don't have any accessible. How much does the... I need 2,000 seals. Oof. That's gonna be a little on the slow side. Well, I'll take my happy shortcut to the Waking Sands. How am I gonna order those, get those seals? I can do fates, I can do company leave quests, or I can get crafting or gathering classes and do it that way. Though I'm not sure the crafting and gathering classes would actually get me enough, quickly enough, for it to really be worthwhile. the crafting and gathering stuff, you can only do 1 turn-in per crafting or gathering class per day. So, for example, there's Culinarian and Weaver, so I can do a Culinarian turn-in and I can do a Weaver turn-in, but I can't do 2 Weaver turn-ins ever, or 2 Culinarian turn-ins. Same with Miner, Botanist, etc. So if I got all of them, usually the stuff that you turn in you can buy at very low levels. Oh, Papalimo and Yuda. Interesting. It's not really that difficult. The 2 of them are basically, like, completely indistinguishable. Well, and truthfully, the remembrance ceremonies were more about the present-day enemies than the past. That's interesting. Oh, isn't this that archer? That's very sad. She's, I think, the archer from that group with Avir that died and the white mage. Huh. Sure. No, it sounds like every one of them has found its deity. I can hardly understand what he's saying. Oh, Thancred. No, he seems an apt leader. Alright, so off to the plot. No, they sort of used me immediately. That... okay. Oh, the people I rescued. Nervous, apparently. That's wonderful. Interesting. next task do you have of me? The sylphs, huh?
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you.
Again.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gizzle-greens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
I thought somebody said that Ramu had been summoned, though.
Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
Ah, I see my
Winning
role.
the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfulia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
So where am I supposed to deliver these seeds? Ah, Crescent Cove. Oh, I can get there pretty quickly from Vesper Bay. Oh. Should talk to the Chocobo Cape. Antling Sentry, Giant Tortoise, and Bloated Bogies. Though, I can also do the hunting log for the flames, which includes several things from Hulatali. Hello. I have some seeds for you. But there were fish here before. I'll handle that later. For now, let's head back to a dog quick and do my thaumaturge quest so I can get a new weapon. Let's see here. So there should be another ring in here for me, because I picked that up, but all these rings look the same. Okay, so here we go, Cocobago. Sure, I'd be glad to help. Well, thank God that he told you. I was worried that he might not. Thank the 12. Sure, I can talk to him. Oh, interesting. Sure. I'll head over to Drybone for you. After all, would I do any less for my beloved guildmaster? And with his brother at stake, too. Smirking Voidmouth. Well, that sounds useful. Excellent. So where's the next one? Up there is number 2, maybe? So I think I can go at it maybe over here. I don't have to jump down. Maybe I do? Oh, I know I can get there from up here, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Ah, there's a staircase, so I don't have to jump down. Now the question is, where's the third? Well, not back here then. Looks like there's some space to the south. So let's try inside the building with the flame captain standing outside of it. Anybody in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. No luck there. Aha! Here's the third one. Flustered Voidmouth. Magic. So apparently I went 3-1-2. So off to Ul'dah again to turn this in. Well, I found the book you were looking for. Ah, so it was a trap. Oh, that's not a good sign. I don't know, that's kind of a depressing thought. Not really. Somehow I don't think this is going to be the strategy we're going to employ. It is very dangerous. Very well then. Actually, let's talk with these guys quick. No context-specific information. Well, let's teleport over to Drybone, which is where Thal's Respite is. Wow, it's interesting to see the night coming in, because usually the stars are everywhere. It's clear skies right now, so I bet we'll see more stars. as it gets darker. A little bit more dangerous enemies around here. Not incredibly dangerous, of course. Oh, it's a hunt. This is just a B rank, so it's not aggro. It won't hurt me. And I couldn't kill it. It's level 50. Aha. Do you have something interesting to say here? That it's a trap? I'm not terrified because I don't know what it is. Alright. Wish I had a heal spell. Though I do have potions, so... Oh. Oh, one right on top of me. Oh. No problem so far. Let's not stand still and take the AoE to the face. Doesn't seem all that interested in actually hitting me, just throwing AoEs at me. Oh. There we go. No problem. I'm not a black mage yet, still just a thaumaturge. Just level 25, so I've still got 5 more levels of thaumaturge and 15 levels of archer before I can get there. Yeah, you could trade kiting responsibilities. Alright, back to the Thaumaturge's Guild. Not like that, apparently. Yeah, it's not too difficult of a trial if you actually use your abilities wisely. I'm not even sure I slept the monsters the first time that I did it, but I may have had Arcanist available, so I would have been able to heal myself, which made it a little bit easier. But, like, it's obviously not that difficult. No, actually, my main's a black mage. If you want to see her, I did Void Arc, blind the first night it was released. So, I'm mainly playing through the black mage storyline because it's easier, you know, I mean, it's a class I'm familiar with. It's pretty much a black mage main. Really? Not really much of an improvement. The hat's a big improvement. Yeah, and it's about time for me to put a hat on, since I'm now 25. There we go. Hat. Yeah, I'm 60. I'm actually, on my main character, I'm 60 on 3 battle classes: Bard, Black Mage, and Scholar. I mean, I guess you can count Summoner too. And then I've got 6 of the crafting classes maxed and 3 of the gathering classes. Or all 3 of the gathering classes. Oh, I can't use the new weapon. No! But I have it. I can't use it? That's terrible. Off to Gridania then. No, I'm just a total addict. I play a lot of this game, so no, you're not way behind. So, off to the Adder's Nest. To help with self-management. Hi, I'm from the Scions, and I'm here to help. Oh yeah, that's gonna be rough. But, I mean, there was a big delay in the patch, so, you know, a lot of people have been feeling kind of content starved for about the last well, not the last 5 months, the last 3 months. No, not exactly. Nah, the sylphs are too cute to be evil. Oh, that's what we're here for. Oh god, it is so weird to see my character wearing glasses now. That's what the echo's for. Certainly beats the things with a freight. The Dark Knight class is actually pretty well in demand right now, mainly because the new raid content is a little bit weird for paladins, because they have excellent physical defense, but Dark Knights are magic spec'd, and paladins can't do as much damage as either warrior or Dark Knight. So, what was your first class? Hey, paladins, I mean, they're not hugely in demand right now, but paladin's a fine class. I kind of like their gear aesthetic. Hey, I'm a former envoy. Diplomacy is my thing. I like that it says purchase, but he doesn't require me to spend any money. Yeah, I find it kind of hard to get over my nervousness about tanking. So that's meant that, I mean, my main tank is a warrior, which I got up to 50, and I have a Ragnarok, but not the Ragnarok Zeta on him, and he's now 54, but I just find tanking uncomfortable. I'm too accustomed to being either DPS or heals. I'm shocked somebody wants me to help them. Well, I suppose you're lucky I came by, Rosa. Yeah, they're certainly, tanking and healing are certainly interesting in comparison to doing DPS. There's actually a decent amount of demand for decent DPS and heals, whereas actually I find I have less trouble finding a decent tank, except in low-level dungeons, I guess, because I've been having a bit of trouble with that. Ugh. If I was really smart, I would have done Arcanist instead of Black Mage, and then I would have had basically a free healer at 30, which would have helped me get into dungeons faster. But it's been kind of weird recently. Healers have not been... I mean, I guess they're in more demand than DPS, but the new patch threw off the balance, and tanks are, like, nowhere to be found. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Dark Knights at lower levels, though I've been running into more Warriors and Paladins more recently, now that kind of the first rush of Dark Knights has gotten through the thing, but a lot of the higher level tanks, so anything at level 60, they seem to be either queuing for Void Arc or doing Diadem or something else that is not expert dungeons. So several people have been reporting, even as a healer, upwards of 30 to 60 minutes of queue time for expert level dungeons, which has made a lot of people very unhappy ever since the patch. Here, have some honey. I just imagine him, like, dipping his hand into the honey, like, a la Pooh Bear, and then just, like, smearing it on his face. Why, thank you, that's exactly what I'm here for. Come on, don't leave me hanging like that, man. So go talk to everybody else around the hut. Okay. Huh. But she doesn't tell us what their idea of etiquette is. Just, you know, you better not screw it up or they're gonna draw stuff on your face. Okay. Oh, Chocobo Keep. Alright. Eee, that's not cool. Well, yeah, I mean, sending somebody over a cliff is definitely not a laughing matter. Oh, wow, they photosynthesize. Alright. So now I'm gonna go back and tell him all the things that he told other people, I guess, maybe. Dancing, huh? Oh, I hope he's not sending me to make a fool of myself in front of them. Yeah, I mean, there are certainly some characters in the plot of this game that I would eagerly push over a cliff. Like, pretty much half of Ul'dah, I think we could fix the refugee problem by just shoving half of them off a cliff and then replacing them with the refugees. Alright, I'll go back up there and talk to her, but first I'm gonna accept some quests. Need to lay traps. Sure, I'll lay traps for you. Why wouldn't I? I'm an adventurer, I do everything for people. Cull vermin. Sure, I'll do your job for you. Yeah, the Syndicate is just... And it's not even the Syndicate, there are just random people in Ul'dah who I think that, like, Eorzea would be much bettered if I shoved them off a cliff. Like, just, there are random money lenders who appear to have engaged in predatory loans. There's Hihira, and, like, who's apparently so concerned that her husband isn't making enough money so that she can afford to buy her way into the afterlife and buy shoes. Like, there are just people who it's like, you're not good people. You're just not. Ah, right, unlocking the leave quests here. It's an escort guild leave. Fine, I volunteer. Okay. Oh right, I need to go up the hill in order to talk to the guy and volunteer to help in the culling. Yeah, Teledi Adeleji is... yeah. I mean, after all, I think it was his bully men that, well, I didn't actually end up fighting them because I was too busy fighting a golem brought by an Asian. Like, really, so many people are eager to assign me their jobs. I feel kind of guilty for accepting them. Let's not jump down off the cliff into a bunch of aggro enemies. Let's just avoid doing that. Oh, turns out they're not aggro, so I could have jumped off no problem whatsoever. Oh well. There's something over here. Ah, here we go. Destination number 1. To place the trap. No problem. And then I got a bunch of things to kill in here. Yeah, I know. And as the Warrior of Light, you're doing things like delivering messages to people, you know, lunches. I mean, do these people realize I acted as the envoy to the other city-states on behalf of Ul'dah? Like, I'm somebody special here. So, here's the next destination. Yeah, well, see, you have to understand, that's a step up from the menial task that they had me doing before, because, you know, like, I picked up some woman's gill for her after I apparently bumped into her and she got pissed. Like, this is the kind of, you know, high abilities that I've shown in the past. Seriously, delivering lunches and messages and, like, random errands is practically a step up from that. So maybe they are, like, you know, taking me seriously. So, 2 more bats, and, oh god, 4 more boars. Gah. I mean, your responsibilities do get higher, it's just that there's this weird situation where you're still being assigned random tasks that are, you know, more difficult, I guess, than the ones that you engaged in at first, but are still pretty trivial in the thing. And I mean, the thing is, the story that realizes it. It actually calls it out a couple of times of, yeah, so, we couldn't find anything better to do with your, you know, time than to send you out to do some stupid little menial task on our behalf. So that's all the black bats. I think I can find some more boars up here. Yep, definitely. Oh, they're also higher level boars. Okay. That's fine, I should be able to handle them. I'm level 25. Though I could handle some better gear, honestly. So just 1 more wild boar. Oh no, I didn't actually hit the aetheryte at Hawthorne Hut. I should totally hit that. Okay. Yeah, pretty much Black Mage slash thaumaturge is all about the, hi, I'd like to set things on fire today. Thankfully, I chose a job that pretty much all I do is set things on fire. I think that's part of why I chose the Immortal Flames, is because fire. Like, fire's my thing. Fire's what I do. Water seems like a bad idea in comparison. And, like, pacifism, don't get me started. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, so, hi, I set up your traps for you. But they won't set up the traps? They'll just check them? Ah, the Imperials are here, too. Yeah, I've heard of those people. I've never run into somebody who was role-playing as an ice mage in a dungeon, which makes me kind of glad. But there are several people who don't really understand how black mage works. I've seen some people just blowing Fire 3, Blizzard 3, Fire 3, Blizzard 3, Fire 3, Blizzard 3 over and over and over again. Or even worse, actually, is Fire 3 Flare Transpose. But that's all they do. Like, of course, Fire 3 Flare Transpose, usually you want some Fire 2s in there, but that's not a bad AoE rotation, but that's not the only thing you should be doing. Oh, he wants me to do something else. Sounds pretty simple, but it's still somebody else's job. Ooh, that's a nasty sound. Yeah, my raid group has recently needed to head in the direction of me being an archer because we got another ranged DPS, but they're only a caster. So I've been practicing with Bard, which has been kind of a weird experience. I'm not very good with it yet, but then again, I haven't spent that much time playing it. Okay, so the next one is over back here, it looks like. While I'm heading in that direction, I may as well talk to Rosa, since I need to do that anyways. I spent all that time whining about wanting my chocobo, and what am I doing? Not getting my chocobo. I mean, I could run Halatali. I will probably do that the next time that I stream. Just run Halatali to get my hunting log out of the way. Because if I finish the first hunting log for the Immortal Flames, or at least a significant portion of it, that should get me the 2,000 seals that I need to get the chocobo. The unusual, huh? So the sylphs drop acid. Duly noted. Alright, drop some amber syrup on this and see what comes out. Oh, look, it's an Ochu. I'm shocked. And that's poison. Okay. And apparently that's good enough. Looks like I got the milk root that I needed out of it. Next location to patrol. Just one more spot to check. I love how he talked about, you know, how he wasn't going to ask people to do things for him anymore, and then he's like, but by the way, could you go do this patrol for me? And I mean, he had a good reason in that apparently a bunch of the people in his troop are currently wounded. So yeah, I mean, it's not exactly for him, but at the same time, it kind of rings a little hollow when you're like, yes, I've learned my lesson, I'm not going to ask people to do things for me. By the way, can you do something for me? Okay. So, I went and investigated your locations for you. Huh. You're welcome. So the question is, are you gonna ask me to do... You're not gonna ask me to do anything else. Okay. So... off to talk to Rolf again. Hi, I found some acid, apparently. I don't know, the way it's described, it's not exactly the same thing. Okay. Yeah, Morbles are pretty horrible. And I have that to look forward to. There are a few dungeons with Morbles in them. Hello. Kamuxio. Hmm. Hey, I've been an envoy before. I know what I'm doing. Really? So there's another quest over here. Bet it's a sylph. Sure. Up onto the roof I go. Leap. leaf. Those leaves looked like they were floating. They totally are floating. Where's the last thing that I need to find? Is it down there? Oh, there it is. Okay. It was a sylph. So, I guess they shed? Sure, I guess I can do that. And while we're at it, how about I go out here, and since I know that I need to bring this sylph to Little Solus, and I'm heading in the direction of Little Solus, I'll just do this quick. For some definitions of quick. I'm not a big fan of escort quests, but it's not much I can do if I want to be able to run these guild leaves at some point. Oops. That is not part of the guild leave. The dangerous ladybugs make their appearance again. Yeah, I suppose they could be magic leaves that I found up there. Maybe I should have my character smoke them. Oops. No problem. Easy peasy. Some of these escort leaves can be a bit of a pain actually, but this one seems to be pretty straightforward. Yay! Mission accomplished. Nah, I don't need to go back. I will sink in for this leave quick, this fake quick, because if I do it, then I will get some seals, which I can put towards my chocobo. And since it's right on top of me, oh, I'm not gonna finish it, but I'll still get some seals. And some experience, which would be nice. Because there's only 2 seconds left. Oh, massive 30 seals. Hi! Somebody visited the Hawthorne Hunt and freaked somebody out. So here, have a cane. Ah, so it was you, in fact. The sylphs talk really weirdly. And here's Camuxio. Man, the Aura dance is kinda silly. Yeah, Mughals also have some pretty interesting, like, Kupli Kop, I think, and some other ones. Yeah, the Mughals also have weird names. Uh-oh. I think Ada and Papalimo screwed things up. And they're being a little bit less diplomatic than they could be. I like this theme, though. The music's kinda cool. I'm betting it's gonna be by dancing. Guess... weak... Huh... Weak silencing potion, let's do. That seemed a lot more friendly than her original response. Yep. Here comes the dancing. Make a fool out of yourself in front of everybody. Uh-huh. I find you unconvincing, Ida. Oh man, 8 people. Alrighty then. I'm finally dancing for a sylph instead of Gordanian. Okay. Sounds like somebody else is having as much difficulty talking to the sylphs as I am. Somebody's mining. I mean, I guess it's a small price to pay if it encourages them to trust me, but... Oh, I seem to be making at least some friends. Alright, I danced for them. I wanted better news than that. Yay! 26! And Swiftcast! Okay. No. I help a lot of people. But there's other people who are already wanting me to do stuff. I'll listen. Okay. I think I'm being trolled. Oh, I have to do it with him targeted. Yeah, Swiftcast is awesome. Like, Swiftcast is incredible. I cannot complain. I can't complain about Swiftcast. Yes, I'll congratulate you for trolling me. Ah, I hate how it unselects these. I'm glad I entertained you at least. Oh, that was abrupt. Oh no, it sounds like I'm gonna have to kill more boars. Let's talk to Emidia, since she's supposed to know stuff. Well, I'm not much of a builder. Well, I suppose I have no choice. I mean, I don't, because it's part of the story plot, so I literally have to do this. I don't have any choice at all. I mean, unless I'm going to stop streaming this playthrough. Okay. Suspicious thicket. Oh, 2 boars. Oh, what am I doing? Casting the wrong spell, that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's done. So let's go through the spot here. Should be, yeah, there's a brownie brush. The best way to get MGP, well, do your, challenge log, probably. Other than that, I've heard a lot of people say good things about doing it via Triple Triad. Chocobo Racing I think is too slow, and Lord of Verminion is definitely too slow. Doing the tutorials for Lord of Verminion is only nets you 50 MGP if you win. So I don't know what it's like against other players, but if you're just doing it against NPCs, it doesn't seem to be a very good way to get anywhere fast. Let's see, what else? So you definitely want to do the mini cactpot every day. That's important. You will sometimes lose MGP off of it, but it's you almost always come out even or better, particularly when you take into account that you'll get a decent amount of 10,000s if you're playing it properly. And as for the jumbo cactpot, yeah, I do it every week, and every week I'm disappointed. It's ridiculous. I have gotten 1 win off of the jumbo cactpot. And when I say 1 win, I mean a 1-number matching win. So, like, I got, like, something like 1,000 MGP off of it, so not much at all. So that's all of that. Let's hit this fake quick. But actually a really good way is if you're able to win tournaments. I got a lot of MGP doing that. The tournaments for Triple Triad, I mean. It would definitely be a DPS improvement if I was AoEing right now, but I'm a little bit leery of actually AoEing over all of these things. Black mages do not benefit from drawing a lot of enemy attention. Wow. Don't seem to be making a whole lot of progress on this fate. kill one more, and then I'll just let it be. I don't really want to stand here for all 11 minutes to continue on this fate. That should net me gold credit, even though it'll lead to a failure. And so that'll still get me some company credits. Grand Company seals. That's what they are. So here's another brownie brush. I thought this was the quest to kill more boars, but apparently this is not that quest. Oh, that shows me I should have paid more attention to the actual quest credit. Oh. How many of these things am I gonna have to kill? Seriously? Well, I suppose it beats having to run around finding a bunch of locations individually, but holy crap. Am I done? Finally! Okay, brownie brush, which I need one more after this. And then I still need 2 Zizgorlins. There's that last brownie brush over there, as well as the thicket that I need to get for that other quest. Oh, what am I doing? I should equip my new staff. Now that I'm level 26. There we go. New staff. Oh. I didn't take it to the face. Ooh. Alright. And then my last brownie brush. Mission accomplished. Well, 3 missions accomplished, no less. So I defeated your boars. Gonna take the bronze pieces this time. Oh, you have another quest for me. Go collect your thread. Sure. we go. I think this guy is trying to dance for me. Either that or he's probably not selecting the guide, having trouble getting it to actually work. Dying thread. Yay! Have we gotten your trust? Oh, somebody accomplished it. Ah, so the Empire is here. Alright. So I think after this quest I'm going to finish my stream for today. I'm getting a little tired. Probably next time I will do Halatali, and we will see whether or not I manage to get to the next dungeon from the plot. So apparently the rest of these, I think, are back at Hawthorne Hut. Yep. So, if you've had fun watching me today, please feel free to follow me. I also have my videos up on YouTube, though I need to actually add a link in my channel so that you can check them out if you'd like. Let's see. Apparently adventurers are suspicious folk. So, we've got that. So this is the leave quest that I did before. Passable diligence. Thrilling. Thank you very much for the follow. And one last person to talk to about the Garleans possibly in the fortress. And there we go. So I'm going to I'll turn this quest in when the next time that I stream, which I may actually stream sometime this week, probably on Tuesday night at, let's say, 7:30 p.m. PST, and then I'll probably just do a couple of dungeons, well, at least Halatali, maybe the next one as well, and continue with the plot, see how far I get. So it's been a pleasure talking to you guys, and have a good evening.